Hello YouTube, it's your boy YGO King of Scrubs here, and I know it's been a while again. I have been getting really discouraged in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not going to lie. This deck has been a lot of fun though. I know it's been almost like another week. I keep only uploading like once a week. I'm going to try. I make no promises. Konami's doing a good job of keeping me from wanting to, of uploading more than that. But I'm going to show off my deck profile of this deck. Ice Barriers. I played this deck in a tournament. I think it was 4 or 5 rounds. I don't remember. It was 4 or 5 rounds. It was a lot of fun. I took second with it. I could have taken first, but I misplayed and forgot to use his add effect. I got distracted by a conversation, somebody asking how fun the deck was, and when I came back, I played another card and missed the ad. So, but we're going to go over the deck real quick. Starting off with the monsters. I don't play any traps, so just monsters and spells. We are playing 3 of the new one, the Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier. This card is absolutely insane and does so much for the deck. Good job, Konami. You actually did something right for once in your freaking lives. It's a searcher, it's an extender, it summons more, it does so much. It's also a tuner. From there, our only other tuner in the deck is Hexia, Spirit of the Ice Barrier. Oh, wait, I take that back. There is another tuner. I forgot that card's a tuner. This card's insane. It dumps and then copies the level of whatever it dumps. I believe it can only dump up to max level 3, though. Yeah, level 3 or lower. So be warned about that. The main thing you dump is that. Sometimes you don't dump at all. From there, we play 3 Revealer of the Ice Barrier. This is literally just Summoner Monk for Ice Barriers, except it's an Ice Barrier card, so you can search it off the Ice Barrier Rota. And then the other tuner is the other new guy. This guy is also insane. Love this guy. He's an extender. I wish he wasn't a tuner, actually. I don't know why he is a tuner, but I guess he's a tuner, so there we go. We needed a non-tuner level 6 extender. That would have been insane. Then we play 1 Speaker. This guy reveals himself in hand. I jumped ahead of myself. I'm sorry, guys. He special summons himself, reveals himself in hand, special summons himself if you control another Ice Barrier, and then a second effect after he's normal or special summoned, he can special summon 1 Ice Barrier from your graveyard. I don't know if there's a level restriction on that. If you control a level 5 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your graveyard. So he's also an extender. Again, the only thing I wish is he wasn't a tuner. I misplayed with him and found out that he was a tuner. I was like, oh, wait, I can't do that. I had to go back and then just tributed him off of the Mirror Mage, which still got me to the play I wanted, but less convenient. From there, we play 1 Speaker. This just opens up your Toad and Bahamut plays. It also summons a token every now and then that comes up, but not super often. And then the last Ice Barrier card we play is Ryo. The only reason we're really playing Ryo is to summon it off of the new Synchro. I'm talking too fast. I'm sorry, guys. But he makes everything negated unless your opponent discards card. They will run out of cards fast. But yeah, he's stupidly good card. He's your brick. You do side him out sometimes. If you're going second, definitely side him out. The final card we're playing, or the final monster we're playing, I should say, is Water Barrier Statue. You can easily cheese this out of the deck and just summon it. Probably the next Barrier Statue get banned because budget deck and Konami doesn't like budget decks. I had a whole video planned on a rant on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not. If I decide to say screw this game, I might. And just tell Konami to go fuck themselves because they definitely should. But that's it for the monsters. Small monster lineup, but effective monster lineup. I don't play any hand traps. I would rather just play through the board. From there, we are playing 1 Freezing Chain of the Ice Barrier. It's a Monster Reborn. You can bounce this back to hand and just play it again if you really want to. If you play Gungear, or not Gungear, DeLorean bounces this back. I think I took DeLorean out in the final build, but I was playing him originally. From there, the last Ice Barrier spell is Medallion. I had to get 3 of the alternate art. It looks so good. I was super happy this deck was actually playable. the joke's been there forever. Next format, I spare tier 1. Next format, I spare tier 1. And the structure deck gave me false hope, and then this actually gave me some real hope. The deck's a lot of fun and really good. From there, we are playing Runicks. I hate this deck with a passion, but in this deck, it's okay. We're playing 2 Runick Fountains, because that's all you're allowed to play. We're playing 3 Runick Tip. It's the Rhoda. It's also one of the only ones you can activate without your opponent having cards, which does come up. I should have been playing 3 of this one, which is Slumber. This is the other one that you can activate without your opponent having cards for the banishing effect. I should have been on 3 of this. Instead, I played 3 Talents. I would have bring Talents down. Truthfully, I'm debating on taking Talents out of the deck. It was just dead all day. It was mainly discard fodder. But you definitely want to play 3 of this just so you have something to activate other than the other ones. Because these ones, like the Flashing Fire, which is the pop a special summon monster your opponent controls only, again, your opponent has to have cards. Same thing with Destruction. It pops a spell or trap on your opponent's field. Your opponent has to have cards. But these are just used as instant fusion things for the first turn. And then we do play the 3 Freezing Chains negate a monster your opponent controls. Again, your opponent has to have cards. But yeah, that's it for the Runick lineup. It was really good. Again, took second, literally threw the deck together and was like, I think this deck is good from what everybody said, so I'm going to try it. And then it was really, really good. We are playing 1 Called By. I'm sorry, I keep yawning, guys, and I need to stop. I need to slow down my talking. Called By is self-explanatory. We are playing 3 Droplet. Droplet was definitely an MVP. It helped stop Gimmick Puppet and things like that. Definitely a good card. I played against 2 Tempais, which one of them was in the finals and I lost to when I misplayed. A Gimmick Puppet, 1 Snake Eye, and I think a Hero player. And then the last 3 cards in the main deck were 3 Talents. Again, I threw the third one of these in last minute, switching out a Slumber. I should not have done that. I should definitely have been playing through. I'm truthfully probably going to drop this card entirely. It did nothing all tournament. Tempai was the only one on hand traps, and hand ripping them was pointless, and drawing cards, I was already drawing so many that I didn't need to draw cards, and going first, this was useless to take control of their monsters, so if I were drawing into more hand traps, it might have been getting good. I might still side it, I don't know, but yeah, definitely, I might switch it out. I know I'm switching at least 1 back for a Slumber. But yeah, that is it for the main deck. We're going to move on to the extra deck. The extra deck is pretty simple. We are playing 2 Hugin. The Searcher's Fountain. Most of you already know what Runicks do. This is a very budget-friendly deck. Kind of like Runick Naturia was. That deck was insane, and Konami hit it. So I'm expecting this to get hit, too, because Konami doesn't seem to love budget players anymore. They just want us all out of their game. That's why Malt Chummy's a secret rare, but that's a discussion for why I'm ticked off later and why staples make this game pay to win, not skill-based, Konami. I hope you're listening out there. From there, we do play 1 Moonin. He's literally just a level 3 body that I use sometimes to synchro summon. We're playing 1 Gary. Gary. I think that's Gary. Again, just a body I use to synchro summon and sometimes chump block. For our Exceed lineup, we are only playing 1 Bahamut Shark and 1 Totally Awesome. That's literally it for the Exceeds. Our biggest part of the deck is the Synchros. We do play 1 Herald of the Arclight. Amazing card. Helped chump block Droplets, which made my Water Barrier statue and Ryo live most of the time. We do play 1 Coral Dragon. Just a good synchro, gives free draw power since I don't play Prosp. We do play the Deep Sea Prima Donna. Yeah, Prima Donna. This is how we cheat out the barrier statue from the deck by giving our opponent one of their banished cards. Usually it's something that doesn't matter. I gave my opponent Droll and Lockbird a lot because a lot of people were citing it at locals for some reason, and a lot of people, and I gave somebody a terraforming. From there, we do play one of the Dragite. Good spell and trap negate. Usually you have a token on your field in this, and this is a tuner, so after you use its effect, you can just quick go into this to have something to actually use. We do play a Crocodragon, Crocodragon. People are saying you quick effect discard to pop your own Ryo and then summon it back if they somehow negate it. But if you end on the right cards, then they're never going to negate it. So that effect usually gets used to pop my opponent's cards. This is more just draw power than anything. And then, yes, I do have the quick effect pop. We are playing the 1-up Trish. That was mainly used to be summoned off of our next card, or next two cards, to be honest. Which is the new guy. This guy is awesome. He's almost $20 now, so this deck is trying to not be budget friendly, but this guy is great for the deck. So many people panic over him, so they waste a lot of resources to try and out this guy, which is nice, but then he just chump swings into Trish or into our other Trish, this guy, who will then banish 3 non-targeting because this summon treats it as a synchro summon. Remember that his summon does not treat this Trish as a synchro summon, but his summon does. So that's something to be warned of. The last card, it's supposed to be the level 10 Sword Soul Synchro. I played 2 of this guy. You do not need 2, you only need 1. This should have been the level 10 Sword Soul Synchro, the water one, but I couldn't find mine. So I played 2 of this because I pulled 2, so that's where we were at. Good card, but you do not need 2. You can recycle it if you need be. I normally don't do side deck stuff. This card's insane. Ice, Mirror Mage. But we will show off one card I did side. I did side this guy. If you play against another water deck or something, or a very heavy spell-based deck, another Runick deck, ending on this is better than ending on either the Ryo or the water barrier statue. It just helps shut them off. So this is a card I heavily recommend siding. But other than that, guys, I hope you liked the video. Hope you guys are having fun with this game. I'm sorry to see that Molchummy is a secret rare. That card should have definitely been a super or something that was accessible to everyone. Konami knows better than to make staples hard to get, like $1,000 tier 1, tier 0 decks when you can play tier 1 in Pokemon for $100. If you guys are on a budget, this game is not for you. Konami has agreed with that. Konami says, we don't like budget players. Don't play our game if you're on a budget. So play Pokemon. I'm debating on switching to it, but for right now, I'm going to keep dorking around with this at least till Infinite Forbidden comes out. We'll see how I feel when that happens, but yeah, if Molchummy's like maybe a $10 secret rare, then it'll be fine. But if it's $150 like SP, then this game is just, I don't know what to say anymore. For now, guys, deck was a lot of fun. Super recommended, especially for budget players. But until then, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below on how bad I'm doing. I'll see you guys next time.